लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो.
Hello everyone, this is Neeta Bhasin and I'm here with a very special guest today. Someone you might know, not by face, but you know her by her very popular song, You Are My Soniya. Yes, she is part of that song. She has given music to that song. She is world-renowned pianist and composer and vocalist. Yes, she is. She said, yeah, a little bit, but she is. Her name is Merlin Dsouza. Merlin, welcome to my Neeta Bhasin show.
Thank you, Neeta, for having me here. I'm super excited, and since I'm sitting next to you on this fabulous seat, it's called sofa, so
Right.
good.
Right. So, first of all, welcome to New York.
Thank you.
You are in the industry for a long time.
Yes.
So tell us, how did you get into this industry and your journey from the day one to now?
Okay, from day one. So it started actually when I was just 3 years old. You know, I used to live by a place where I could hear the sound of the railway tracks. There were call of the azan, and there was a church in the distance. And da-duck, da-duck, and there was a call of the azan and the church bells. So for me, that was like life. Melody, that's the azan. The church bells, the harmony of the two, and the train, da-duck, da-duck, that was the rhythm. So there you had it, melody, harmony, and rhythm. And sometimes music also needs silence. Sometimes there was nothing. You know, spaces speak a lot.
Right.
And then from there, I grew up in a Goan household. Every Goan has to learn the piano or the violin or the guitar. So my father encouraged me. I did my classical music exams to London, Trinity College of London. And at a very young age, I did my first theatre. I love theatre. So my first play was when I was 17. I composed a musical. Yeah, then I started playing on radio. And then I got hungry when I got my earphones. I said, ये क्या हो रहा है? What is happening? यहाँ से violin आ रही है, this side is drums, this side is horn section, and it was stereo. And I said, oh my God, I want to be a producer. I want to be a director. When I heard a multitude of sounds, 360 degrees. And then the journey continued. I did lots of theatre, advertising. It was tough because this is a man's world, actually. You know, so mostly, because very few women are encouraged, I feel it starts from the household. You know, if you're encouraged, you will take unbeaten paths. You know, so theatre, music, Bollywood, corporate films, advertising, sonic branding, all of it.
You're right, it's a men's world, so you must have gone through a lot.
Yes.
Tell me one of your very sour, bitter experience without naming anybody that you had being a woman.
Okay, so there was this amazing keyboard, something like this, but 3 times the size, okay? So, and I wanted to buy it. It was the latest one. And I went to this famous pianist and producer, 2 of them. One from the film industry and one from the non-film industry. And I said, you know, I want to see it. They called me for a time at 2 o'clock. Until 7 o'clock, they did not let me in and show it to me. The other person said, you're a female. What do you want to enter this industry for? You'll be surrounded by men. There'll be late nights. You'll be working till client will say, yes, no, change the reel, redo this. Are you ready for that? And maybe you can't afford such a thing like...
He said that?
Yeah.
In so many words?
Yes. Can you afford this? So I rose up to the challenge. I took a little loan and I said I'll repay it in 2 years. I paid it off in 6 months. So that was a challenge. But after that, I think my work just spoke for itself. So there were no really challenges after that.
You have been on Netflix also.
Oh my God, yes.
I saw you.
Yeah, the big day. The shadi day.
Yes, oh my gosh, there's Merlin. Terence Lewis was there also.
Yes.
And you were there also.
Yes.
And you recently performed with some Hollywood actors or somebody was in India.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to recall.
Will Smith.
Oh yes! Oh my God! Okay, so thank you for that. So he came to inaugurate Sony Pics, and well, he gave me a solid kiss. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
I hope on your cheek.
Yes.
No slap.
No.
Just that kiss on
So
the
that's
cheek.
what it was, a good blow of a kiss.
Now, film industry.
Yes.
You have given the music to Oh My Soniya.
Yes.
And in few other, see, everything is Bollywood.
Everything.
At the end of the day, if you are in Bollywood, in Dharma production or Yash Chopra production or any big banner,
Bollywood, it is.
You fly.
You fly, yes.
So, did it make any difference in your life?
Oh, I think that's a really good question. It's a very, very important question because everyone in India says, what are you doing? Oh, you're not doing Bollywood. That means you're not earning. Oh, you're not doing this. That means you must be a music teacher. You're not. So they disregard other avatars of music, profession, and Bollywood is exalted. I was playing in a gospel music in a church, and Sunday Chandelier, my main music director, spotted me. And he said, how would you like to be part of K3G? It's going to be big. He didn't know. It's Dharma production.
Oh, okay.
So I said, yes, I'll be your slave. I'm going to be there. And I added a lot of my jazz, my gospel, what I've grown up with. So all my influences, there was a section where Hrithik Roshan is coming down in a club and he's meeting Kareena. She's seeing him for the first time. So all the girls are dancing and moving. And so Sandesh had already started writing, Keh do na, dekha tumko jab se, right? So Karan said, kuch kami hai, something is missing. I want to add something more. And I came up with this. You are my Soniya.
Oh,
Right?
So that
the English
was,
bit all, that
English
was
bit
me. Was
you.
me. And she's the girl I want. She's the girl I need. She sent me from heaven above. She's so fine. She's so mine. Out of 10, I'll give her 9.
Oh, so that is
I sang
you.
that for you. Yeah, that was me.
Thank you. Can you play a little bit of
little
that?
bit of. Okay, it goes.
I know I'm very demanding.
That's it.
Thank
Yes.
you,
Yeah.
Patty.
So I'm sorry, guys. So this is all we have right now. Emirates Airlines would not take my big keyboard, so they gave me a subsidy on this.
Piano is one instrument that is not being played by most of the people. It's very expensive.
Yes.
Number one.
Yes.
Number two, learning is also very expensive.
True.
So, tell us about this sonic branding. What is that?
So I'm fortunate to be a founding partner with a company called Brand Music, and we create sonic identities for products, for social influencers just like you, just like Neeta, for petroleum products. It could be Altia, the building? Atelier, the building. It could be Dubai Tourism. It could be Singapore. It could be university. It could be an airline. Everyone in this world has an audio branded. Like we have separate DNAs.
Right.
So also sound has a DNA, and each of us possesses a special DNA. And Rajiv Raja, who's the main founding person of the company, so he came up with this word called MOGO, musical logo. So what's your sound? What's your MOGO? So what's the sound of you? What's the sound of me? What's the sound of the Neeta Bhasin show? Or what's the sound of MasterCard? And I was really happy, to know that MasterCard recently won out of 200 brands. Their top 10 were number 1, MasterCard worldwide, which was launched at the Grammys, and number 10, an Indian bank called HDFC Bank. So, what is branding?
She's sitting here.
Yeah, I take your avatar, personality, innovator, caregiver, leader, magician, and then keep that aside. I take your rasa. Rasa means emotion, adbhuta, hasya, courage, calm, caring, joker, serious. So that is your rasa, and that is your avatar. Even though you're a leader, you may have different emotion, right? So I take that and the avatar and merge it together, and I give you your brand in 4 to 6 notes of music.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
When we listen to any music or any ad behind that, we don't realize it. How much work
Yes.
it has gone behind it.
Yeah.
I can't believe this.
There's an approach. There's a musical approach. There's a breakdown of everything. You know, of the emotions, of the features. It's like DNA. Your DNA, and each sound is different. Each of us has a unique sound within us. So if I had to die and go, you know, if the whole world were blind, what would we sound like?
Merlin, tell us about your recent release.
Okay.
I have seen that, but our viewers haven't seen that. I'm going to share with you, but after she tells us about that beautiful, beautiful video.
Yes. So during the pandemic, you know, people were falling ill, people were losing lives. You lost someone dear. I did too. But we did not want to get pulled down, and music is healing. Music heals, right? Everyone around the world were composing, singing, doing songs from their balconies, you know. And my son said, let's do something. Fine, it's hit us so badly. So we started something called the Piano Diaries. Every song tells a story. Free concerts to the world every month from a studio. So one was with doctors from around the world, singing from various countries, classical, non-classical, Hindustani rags, and people were enjoying it. And then one of them was asking 4 of my favorite girls, musicians. Earlier I had another band called Indiva. So this was, I wanted to entertain them, right, at a time like this. So I said, let's do something called Mashup. So Mashup, you know, you mix any 2 different genres together, right? And Lata ji had just passed away at that time, right? She just, and this was her favorite song. I'm not going to sing it because I can't sing as well as my peers, right? So we formed this band with 4 beautiful girls, and since I was the composer, music director of it, I said, let me arrange this differently, and instead of calling it Mashup, Smash Up.
Ha!
Yeah, so we've
Sounds
taken
much better.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
So we've taken something like Lag Ja Gale and mixed it with Christina Perry's 1,000 Years.
Oh.
Right, I've taken Michael Jackson's Intaha Ho Gayi with Billie Jean.
Wow.
Yeah, so I keep mixing all of the stuff, and people got entertained. And before you know it, it became viral. I took Kishore Kumar's songs, and I bought graphics from Italy, and we beat the digital graphics of Italy with us being in a color, you know, right there in Italy.
Wow.
And we're doing old songs from, what are the old songs that you like, you know, not Babuji Dheere Chal, it was Chhod Do Aanchal Zamana Kya, right? So things like that in a dance electro swing. And people got mad. So we've been doing concerts and shows ever since the pandemic, you know, slightly started lifting. So we've been traveling a lot, and the video that Neeta is going to show you was on one of our travels in one of the most beautiful hotels in Shimla in the Himalayas at the Wildflower.
Wow.
Yeah, so we shot it there.
So, watch that video. Merlin, this time you are here, you're not performing anywhere, but please, we'd like you to come back to America, not only New York, and have a show here.
We can travel.
We can travel together.
And a little bird told me you're a great actress too.
No.
So maybe someday? No? Okay, we'll keep that. Is called Act 2.
That's a secret between me and me.
Okay. Oh.
We're not discussing that.
That's okay.
That's on my wish list.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
Okay. Yeah.
But you are a lady of many talents, Neeta.
I just try to do my job.
Yeah,
I
amazing.
just do my job. I take every challenge as my
Yeah.
responsibility.
Oh, and also live talking about live performances. Thanks to Neeta, we were digitally there on Times Square.
Yes.
How can you forget that?
I want to thank Merlin Dsouza for giving the music to Diwali at Times Square's Diya lighting countdown, 60 seconds countdown that we do on ball drop tower, where they do the ball drop with the countdown. On the same tower, we do Diya lighting with the countdown, and the flame goes up with that countdown. The entire 60-second music credit goes to Merlin Dsouza.
Thank you, but I believe we are all inspired, in life, and thank you
Yeah.
for being part of my inspiration.
You are inspiration to me and to millions, really. And I want to thank you for giving the music to Neeta Bhasin show also. That music was used with the old logo, but
We're going to do a new one.
we're going to do the new one.
Watch out for the new one.
New music of Neeta Bhasin show. Without even asking her, she's going to do the music for Places in New York also.
I like confident women.
So thank you so much, Merlin,
Thank
for
you.
being on my show.
Yes.
And we're
Can I
looking
give you a
forward-
hug?
Absolutely.
लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो. I have died every day waiting for you, darling. Don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. हमको मिली है आज ये घड़ियाँ नसीब से, जी भर के देख लीजिए हमको करीब से, फिर आपके नसीब में ये बात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो. One step closer, I have died every day